the lush green hills of Manipur hide a dark secret. Children, some as young as 11, are being forced to trade their school books for guns. They're robbed of their childhoods, thrust into a world of violence and fear. The ongoing ethnic conflict between the Kuki and Meitei communities has cast a long shadow over the region. Caught in the crossfire are thousands of children, their lives upended by a conflict they did not choose. The recruitment of child soldiers is a horrific reality, a stain on the conscience of humanity. These children, stripped of their innocence, are forced to commit acts they can barely comprehend. They are trained to kill, to hate, to become instruments of war. The physical and psychological scars they carry will likely haunt them for a lifetime. The international community cannot stand idly by while children are robbed of their future. We must act now with urgency and determination to protect these vulnerable lives. The future of Manipur, and indeed our shared humanity, depends on it. The recruitment of child soldiers is not just a moral outrage, it is a calculated strategy employed by armed groups. Children, with their malleable minds and inherent vulnerability, are seen as easy targets for indoctrination. They are less likely to question orders and more susceptible to propaganda. These children are not seen as individuals, but as expendable assets in a brutal conflict. The use of child soldiers offers a chillingly practical advantage to armed groups. Children are small and agile, making them ideal for navigating the dense jungles of Manipur. They are also less likely to arouse suspicion, allowing them to move undetected in civilian areas. This makes them effective messengers, spies, and even suicide bombers. The exploitation of children in this manner is a grave violation of international law. It is a war crime that demands accountability. The international community must exert pressure on all parties involved to end this abhorrent practice. Kaminlen, a name that translates to peaceful sky, is anything but. At just 14, his young life has been irrevocably altered by the conflict. Forced to flee his home with his family, Kaminlen found himself in a makeshift camp for displaced persons. It was there that he was approached by members of an armed group and lured into their ranks with promises of food, protection, and a sense of belonging. Kaminlen's story is not unique. Countless children in Manipur have been forced into similar circumstances. They are trained to use weapons, desensitized to violence, and brainwashed into believing that their only option is to fight. The long-term impact on these children is devastating. Many suffer from PTSD, anxiety, depression, and are ill-equipped to reintegrate into civilian life. Kaminlen's story is a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict. It is a call to action for all of us, to work towards a future where children are no longer forced to endure the horrors of war. The situation in Manipur demands immediate attention. The international community must act decisively to protect the region's children. This includes providing humanitarian aid to those displaced by the conflict and supporting programs that help rehabilitate former child soldiers. We must also address the root causes of the conflict, promoting dialogue and reconciliation between the Kuki and Meitei communities. It is imperative that we shine a light on the plight of these children, amplifying their voices and demanding justice. The international community must hold perpetrators accountable for their crimes and ensure that children are protected from recruitment and use in armed conflict. Only then can we hope to break the cycle of violence and create a future where children in Manipur and around the world can live in peace and security. The path ahead is challenging, but we cannot afford to be daunted. The future of Manipur's children hangs in the balance. Let us work together with unwavering resolve to ensure that they have a chance to live the lives they deserve. Lives filled with hope, opportunity, and peace.